Hi Capricorn, welcome. So Capricorn, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's go ahead and get into it, Capricorn, and see first what is the overall energy between you and the person you're connecting with. You have the North Node of Destiny. So this is talking about your soul school, your learning curve, fulfilling your purpose, destiny. It's all about the experience, the journey. Sometimes this is a very spiritual energy. You may feel a spiritual connection with this person. Also, it's Aquarian energy for some of you. You may have that in your chart, or they may have that in their chart. But take it as it resonates. And let's see what the overall crowning energy is then for you. Or Capricorn. Overall crowning energy for you. You have the Eight of Wands. All right, so this is talking about communication, journeys. Again, there's two messages here already about going on the journey. So I'm getting also a message about it's not about the destination, Capricorn. It's about the journey. Not to make it about an end goal or an end outcome, but instead to just kind of enjoy the flow of whatever you have going on in your life right now, or whatever you have going on possibly in this connection. I do find that because you're such a driven sign, Capricorn, and I have Capricorn in a few different places in my chart as well, that sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the goal or the end game or the end result of something, because you tend to be a goal-driven type of energy. But really, in the big picture, since we're eternal, we never get it done. There really isn't an end to the game of life. Not for our soul, right? Our soul is eternal. So it's more so about the experience, the journey, the fun along the way. And there's two reminders here about allowing yourself to switch your perspective to more of being in the moment, Capricorn, and not so much projecting into the future too far, or thinking about life as a task-oriented or a goal-oriented type of mentality or game, they're actually saying, or relationships, right? There's definitely no end game to relationships, because relationships are also flowing, ever growing, and eternal as well. So this person's energy is the Six of Swords, which is all about resolutions and solutions. This person might be looking for, I'm hearing the word resolve, to resolve something during this time frame, whether that's internally or within the connection. But they're more geared towards solution oriented type of thinking, right? So if this person has been stuck in a problem-oriented type of mind frame, I feel them switching over to a more solution-oriented perspective, all right? So let's see what the recent past is leading up into the now for you, Capricorn, and go from there. And then we're going to look at the current energies, how you see each other. Excuse me. And the most likely future outcomes. And as soon as I went to go start this recording, I got the song Simply Irresistible by Robert Palmer. And I can't remember, did I get a Robert Palmer song for you guys last time? I wonder what his zodiac sign is. Maybe check that song out. I doubt you're randomly going to hear it, but yeah. I just keep hearing simply irresistible. There might be something simply irresistible about this connection, about this person's energy, or just something in the environment that you find irresistible, okay? But, all right, so you have Justice here, the Fool, the Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So this is about you maintaining your balance, your peace, your harmony in your life. Not taking any uncalculated risks. It's not that you're not open to trying new things, because I do feel like you are, Capricorn, and you've kind of been in that mindset. But it's also that you also want to maintain a certain amount of peace in your life, right? So there's a saying, sorry, that keeps wanting to come through. Peace over... I can't get the other half of it. Anyways, it's just a sense of prioritizing like your peace of mind. Like being open-minded to things that may contribute to your peace of mind, but not things that take away from your peace of mind, okay? And because you've kind of made that resolve within you, you may have been finding a more harmonious atmosphere around you, more cooperation in the environment. It's interesting to me, like, that you have the Six of Cups here, because sometimes that can talk about, like, thinking back on things, thinking back on memories or some nostalgia. You may have also been doing that in your downtime and your alone time, Capricorn, and certainly nothing wrong with reminiscing, right? But reminisce about the good times, all right? And I actually feel like you have been in this positive mindset where you have been, you know, thinking about the good times or trying to focus on the good things in your life right now, and yet being open for more, you know, wanting a little bit more than what you currently have going on in your life, which is totally fine. See, most people think that we should only want for more or different if something's going wrong in our life. But because we're eternally evolving and always manifesting something new, it's certainly fine and okay to be perfectly happy with where you're at and still want a little bit more. And in fact, it is a lot quicker to manifest when you can get into the mind frame of grateful for where I am and expectant of more. Grateful for where I am and expectant of more, because there's less resistance in that. So I guess I'm going on this tangent because that's the message coming through for you, but also because some of you may be discovering that the happier and more at peace you are with where you currently are in your life, the more improvement comes in without you having to do much. And if you haven't made that connection yet, Capricorn, then I feel like you are going to make that connection in October. So let's see what this person's been up into the now for Capricorn's cross watcher. I don't know why I can hear that song. So simply irresistible. Particularly the part where he says, she's so fun, there's no telling where the money went. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's see this person's recent past energy. That was a misfire. I'll keep that one, not these. All right, so you have the Fool, Death and Rebirth, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So this person, it's almost like as soon as they get something off of the ground, it crashes down or it stops, or it's like a stop stop energy, if that makes any sense. I feel like this person may be someone who starts things but then does not finish them. Okay, like a procrastination type of vibe. Or it could be that like this person kind of like throws themselves into a relationship and then quickly changes up, or that relationship has quickly ended. It could have been that you had a start-stop thing with this person, or that's just kind of their persona. Take it as it resonates. I'm getting it through in a lot of different ways. But I'm definitely getting like something getting off of the ground here and then not really going anywhere or falling flat, right? And I feel like there's something about this person's energy that is a little pessimistic. I definitely heard the word pessimism. This person's pessimism tends to work against them, all right? Especially when it comes to their ability to find solutions or to resolve things, right? I feel like life goes the hardest for people who are pessimistic, because although And you know why a lot of people become pessimistic or sarcastic? Is because one, for some reason, it's entertaining to society. But two, it's because they have a practiced expectation of things not going their way. But the reason things don't go their way is because they have a practiced expectation that things don't go their way. And so they perpetuate their own sob story, you know. And I'm not trying to talk down on your cross watcher, because I'm not saying particularly they do that, although some of them, yes. But I'm saying a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that because they know not what they do. They don't know that their thoughts matter. They don't know that the words that they speak are like casting spells. They don't know the value of their emotions. I don't think anybody intentionally creates something they don't want. But if you don't understand law of attraction, you don't understand that you're a manifester, then you create things you don't want. And I guess the reason why I'm going through all of that is to say that this person has a tendency to go towards the negative or to be a pessimist. They may actually consider themselves a realist, but let's just be honest, it's pessimism, right? And it's confused, like it's confused the situation before, or it like kind of messes with this person's ability to kind of clearly get what they want or go towards what they want. Or at least that's how it's been in the past, right? And I actually heard a long way. So somebody has come a long way in this connection, whether it's you or the person you're connecting with. So let's go into the current energy and see what the perception is here, Capricorn. In the current energy, what's going on and the way you see the connection. You have the Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, Temperance. It's getting ready to storm out where I'm at. My lighting's a little dark. Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So, Sagittarius. No, Capricorn. Oh my gosh. Maybe some of you are dealing with the Sagittarius. If so, check out the Sag reading. It was posted a week or so ago. Capricorn. That's what I meant. I feel like this is you donning some sort of new perspective and going for what it is that you want and not being afraid of who you are. You have some decisions on the horizon here. Okay. But I feel like, you know, these are positive choices because I feel like you are really trying to come from a positive mind frame, at least during this time frame, right? Or that's what you're being encouraged to do. It's like, okay, I have to make some decisions, but they're like, it's not I don't feel like a difficulty around it. I feel like you have choices. That's what I should say. Better said is you have choices, right? About what you want to do and where you want to put your time and energy, and you get to choose. And I feel like you are in the space of having the freedom to choose. And being in this more positive mind frame is what's helping you to open some doors of opportunity here. All right. When it comes to how you see this person, you may see them as someone who goes for what they want, who also is freedom driven, and maybe has some choices that they need to make as far as like what their next move is going to be. So let's see, Capricorn, what's going on in the perception for the current energy. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Ooh, that card flipped in a weird way. The Ten of Wands. All right, so I don't mean to keep pausing, but I cannot stop hearing that song. Simply Irresistible. Maybe I should title this reading Simply Irresistible. There must be something that's irresistible about this connection. Or maybe that's how they feel about you. I don't really know. So I feel like this person tends to be of two minds, right? Like there's this logical side of them, and then there's this very emotional side to them. I feel like this person is carrying around a lot of stress or a lot of unneeded burdens. And yet, they lack some sort of clarity here, Capricorn, and it's impacting their ability to make some sort of decision here. And it could be because in the past they made a decision or went in a direction where things got off the ground and then it kind of fell flat. And so now they are of two minds, you know, about which direction is the right direction for them to go in. I feel like they do want to be expressive. They do want to be open, and this person may be, they're giving me more like talkative, chatty, or there could be like a talkative, chatty vibe around this person. And then, okay, so there's another part of that song that says back against the wall, backed against the wall. It's almost like if this person was to be backed against the wall, I feel they would, you know how some people, there's like fight or flight. Like there's a lot of people, most people would choose flight. Actually feel like this person would choose fight. Okay. Like this probably isn't someone that you really want to back up against the wall. I don't know why that's coming up. What a weird message to get. Or maybe they feel backed into some sort of corner here, or they don't want to be backed into a corner. Take it as it's resonating with you. When it comes to how they see the connection or you, I feel like, again, there's this chatty type of vibe that wants to come through here. I don't know if they see you that way or they're wanting you to be that way. It's almost like two polar opposites. In one way, there's this very communicative, chatty type of energy, and then another way, there's this very detached, removed, heavy energy. I feel like they see you in both ways, depending on what you're going through and what you're dealing with, all right? Sorry. There's a song coming through. When She Smiles. It's a story of a girl. Something about drowning the whole world. And she looks so sad, but I absolutely love her when she smiles. All right, so take it if that resonates. Let's go deeper. Really? Come on now. Sorry, guys. Misfire. That was my own messy hands. All right, Capricorn. Let's try that again. So let's go deeper. Let's go into the heart space and see what we have going on in the heart space for ya. For my Capricorns. Woo. Ace of Cups. Six of Wands. Four of Pentacles. That was the Strength card. So in your heart of hearts, wow, your energy looks so amazing right now, like for real. This is being open to love, being receptive, getting some sort of recognition or attention, or you might be very magnetic during this time frame, and yet very selective. This is very Capricorn-like energy. I feel like a lot of you know that you're a catch, or you know your worth, or like you know what you have to offer, right? And you're just not going to willy-nilly give it out to anybody. I just feel like it does kind of come off a little bit like arrogant. Really, I wasn't going to say that. Sorry, but that's the word I got in. It can come off that way to an insecure person, but what it really is confidence, right? Because sometimes, if you're an insecure person and you're viewing someone who has confidence, you could very well view it as arrogance. But, reality is in the eyes of the beholder. So I get it more of like the selective energy of like, I know my worth, right? And so I'm not, you know, open to just anybody being in my energy. I'm very selective in who I choose to let in my heart space. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe that you're giving off, Capricorn, whether you're meaning to or not. And it's coming from a place of self-love and confidence, but it may be viewed or perceived by another or this person as something that it's not, okay? Especially if they're in an insecure place or you're dealing with like insecure people, but not your problem, right? Like, I heard not my monkeys, not my circus. So it's time to focus on you and loving yourself. Let's see what this person has going on in the emotional space. Okay, and I also got like playing coy. Some of you might have like really deep feelings or love or adoration for this person, this connection, but you may not show it. Like you may play coy. You may keep that to yourself. You may, you know, let me tell you this, Capricorn, vulnerability is not a weakness. But a lot of people do view it that way. A lot of people are afraid to put their heart on their sleeve because they think it comes off like desperate or needy, right? But when you're truly loving yourself, it comes off as confidence. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there in a confident way, if you choose, right? So you have the Three of Swords here. And you have the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Okay. Wow, this got complicated. This person has a lot going on, okay? It's so interesting because I feel your energy is very, I don't want to say simplistic, but like very direct to the point, easy to read. This person is a little bit back and forth. They may have like mixed emotions going on. They seem to have a lot going on, okay? And if this person's been hurt, Capricorn, okay, everybody reacts different when they're hurt, right? Like, for instance, when I'm hurt, I cry. Also, when I'm angry, I cry, right? Actually, I take that back. Well, I do cry, but I also laugh, which is kind of creepy. You know, because I'll be like really, really mad and I'll start laughing like an insane person. What my point is, everybody deals with their emotions in a different way. I feel like when this person's hurt, it makes them angry. You know, like when they're backed against a wall, it may come out as anger or temperament, when what they really want is a resolution, a reconciliation, to see things come together for them. If you had some sort of ending with this person or there's been heartache here, I do feel like this person wants to make amends, okay? Or it could be like this person is in this space in their life right now where they're looking again for some sort of solution. They're not wanting to carry around this burden anymore. They're wanting to make amends in their life in general, possibly. It's a very complicated person. I don't want to say they're a complicated person. Their energy is complicated at the moment. So let's go further. I have another song. I'm a new soul caught up in this strange world. Let's go into the most likely future outcome. It can be changed by free will. So see what we've got coming through. The Hermit. Where's this headed for Capricorn? The Queen of Pentacles. Four of Wands. And let's see what flew to the floor. The Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands was your crowning energy, and that's what we're ending on here. I feel like you've done a lot of soul searching here, Capricorn. And I just feel like if anybody's going to disturb your peace, they're not welcome. I feel you being very selective about who's in your circle. I feel like you wanting to protect your well-being. And not really entertaining the bullshit, excuse my language, but that's kind of what I'm feeling, you know, and it could come off to those that maybe are not in your circle as like arrogance or, oh, she thinks or he thinks they're better than me. But again, I feel like that's not really what it is. Although, you know, again, we each have to own our own perceptions. So when we view someone in a negative light, it's not really about that person. It's about our perception. It's about us, right? So not only do we own our own energy about how we feel about ourselves, but we also have to have ownership of how we view others. I don't know why I'm going into this, but I get that this is coming from an actual place of setting healthy boundaries, loving yourself, or at least that's how you're viewing it. Like you're viewing it like I'm doing me, I'm being selective, I'm, you know, protecting my space. And yet to those that are not in your circle or in your bubble, or maybe this person, if you're closing them out, they're viewing it in like being snubbed. All right. Which could be confusing, and therefore maybe why they're looking for a solution. All right. But take it as it resonates. That's just kind of what I feel like is coming through. You see, because like this is you, Capricorn, here, the Queen of Pentacles, right? Whether you're male or female, because it's a general. And you see there's like this communication coming in and like people trying to get into your energy, and you are just like, no, thank you. You know, or somehow you're blocking it energetically. You're not open to it. Right? But this is not coming from a place of wanting to snub someone necessarily. It's just coming from a place of like being selective. Some of you are more interested in doing like work on yourself or soul searching during this time frame than you are as far as like entertaining other people or a relationship or possibly this connection, but take it as it resonates. Let's see what this person's future energy is. Queen of Cups, the Star, the Two of Cups, the Lovers. What? I think this person finds you simply irresistible. I'm just saying. I wasn't really sure if it was coming from your end or this person's end. And certainly swap it. It's a general. But I kept getting that song at the beginning of the reading. And now I feel like it's coming more so from their end. Of like, maybe you making all of these changes on yourself has made you like irresistible or very magnetic, or they want to be in your space. They may feel soulmate, twin flame, wish fulfillment. Like this is like a big deal to this person. This connection could be a very big deal to them. I heard Ron Burgundy, you know, from Anchorman. I'm kind of a big deal. Like, yeah, and say you've had an ending, right, with this connection or this person. I feel like they are wanting a soulmate connection in their life, whether it's you or someone else, FYI. So let me not discount this. I think for the large majority, that's what it is, what I just said, right? I think they feel very connected to you, simply irresistible, destined. I'm not sure. I get that you're in this loving space and you definitely may feel love and emotion, but I also feel you being very selective. Or you could be selectively choosing to pull this person in. All right. But there is a small group of you, a subset of you, where if there was an ending here and there was another person involved, like a third party, and someone felt backed against the wall, I feel like emotionally, one of you is still craving the connection. And I feel it coming from their end, but it could be vice versa. All right. So I just wanted to add that little caveat there. See, that's the thing about tarot. I could read it in so many different ways. But either way, this person seems to be very emotional and kind of doing some soul searching about relationships, but also about this relationship. There's some healing that they need to do on an emotional level. They've been a little back and forth, and that's because they may also like have trouble trusting or trusting themselves, or there's that pessimistic energy here as well. So they've just got some things to figure out, right? Like, I don't want to go all hard nosed on your cross watcher because they're dealing with things. I mean, they're having to deal with their emotions right now, and it seems that, you know, they will get there, but they're having difficulty with that. And there's a lot of back and forth going on in this person's energy. But the overall crowning vibe was a resolution. So I feel there is some sort of resolution here. So let's get what the guidance card is for your person. It says a father's love. That's always very interesting when that card comes out. It says a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, and that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason. So there's something about the patriarchy here, or a father figure that has influenced this person, okay? Or they themselves may be a father figure. Take it as it resonates. Let's see what Capricorns... No. Get back in there. See what Capricorn's message is. Stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Wow. Wow, interesting reading, Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed it. Zodiac signs that you could be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I've got Gemini and Aquarius here. Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius again, Virgo, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Libra. Those are the primary zodiac signs that I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos over there. Tarot Time with Dana. All of my social media links are in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Capricorn. And until next time, my friends, namaste.